You're listening to the Los Rotos podcast with Vanessa Scaduto.
Vanessa Scaduto.
Produced by Upside Down Creative Media.
Upside Down Creative Media.
Rotos Dojo. I don't know why I said Dojo. Oh my god, I'm losing it. Anyway, I'm so happy to have you guys here again. I have an awesome guest, Will Blaylock. Will, say hi. Say hi.
Hey.
Hey. You're gonna look at your phone, my dog?
No, I was looking at the stream. I wanted to see how it looked on the stream.
Oh, how it looks on the stream?
Yeah.
So we got a camera here, and then that's your camera, and then that's mine. So also, happy Black History Month, Will. Happy Black History Month.
I don't celebrate.
I have a dream.
You don't celebrate?
No, the government told me not to.
I have a dream.
Are you identifying as something different now?
Nah. They just said don't celebrate, and I said okay. I'm not getting paid.
Oh, is that what's happening now? Is that for real?
I have a dream.
That's for real? I didn't even know that was a real thing.
Yeah.
They took the whole month away?
Well, I mean, they just said, hey, we not celebrating.
I have a dream.
To the military, and I was like, okay, we not celebrating.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I knew there was something. That's what I was talking about. Oh, I knew there's. Oh, but see, here is the thing. I know there's been so much stuff going on.
I have a dream.
There's been so. Thank you. That's why we all messed up, because I thought the soundboard was. All right. So anyway, no, I know there's so many things going on right now, like with the FAA and budgets and I didn't know there was also that going on. Like, I knew Marshall had mentioned something, but I know there's also immigration stuff going on. So I was like, there just seems so many things going on that I wasn't sure if it was just like
keep track.
Well, I was like, I've been watching, like yesterday or the day before I watched Cat Williams' interview with Theo Von. Did you watch it? Have you seen it?
No.
Do you like Cat Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I love Cat Williams, so I'm gonna watch him on whose ever show he's on, and because he always says something magical or whatever.
Right.
And he was talking about like how it's just so much, we're being inundated with, so it's good to, kind of step away from that.
Mm.
But yeah, so you don't look at the news, or wait, do you watch the news? Because how'd you know about that?
Yeah, I mean, I follow news outlets on social media, so they were just saying the government said. I mean, it was superficial anyway. Like History Month, we're not getting paid time off.
Yeah.
It's not in the holiday bank, but it was just a gesture to kind of let us know how he felt.
Oh, bitch, all these rules.
I didn't. Yeah, well, I feel like he's telling everybody. There's kind of a lot of people being told how he feels, huh?
Yeah, it's just a gesture. I mean, Black History Month, we never. What do we do? We watch. What is it? Salt in My. We read Salt in My Shoes, the Michael Jordan book, and then we.
What is it too? What's the one with
My Friend MLK?
No, Whoopi Gold Purple, the color purple.
Oh no, we never watched.
Did you never see that?
Celebrate Black History.
No, I mean not to celebrate. I'm just saying it is to recognize some of the struggles that some of the. Anyway, okay. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right about that. But I also, it's the shortest month in the year. That I always found that ironic that was the shortest month in the year. So I was like, oh, you couldn't get a longer month, huh? How convenient. Also, one of the coldest months.
Okay.
It's not, the Black people I know don't tend to love the cold. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not going to go out celebrate, like, in a parade unless they're in the South, right? That's the only time I've seen it, really.
Some MK Ultra, they decided February to make it least favorable.
I think there is something to that. But, okay, so for the audience who doesn't know you, Will, because I know you, I feel like it's an honor that you would even come on this.
Don't do that.
No, I do. Even though he told me minutes before we got on here, that's why I was a little discombobulated, that he will remember to set his boundaries and tell people no when he says he may come on a podcast.
Because this is like a high pressure situation for me, right? Like I don't want to, like, I'm doing this because I like you.
Yeah, because we're homies.
I don't have an opinion that hasn't been shouted from social media, and I'm not an expert in nothing. So I'm just sitting here while you play with rocks and just trying to throw quips in. And then I'll throw a quip, and then the sound guy do a sound bite, and then, but it's nothing. Like, I feel like I'm letting you down by being here because you think I'm gonna be more than what I'm gonna be.
That's not true. I want you to just be who you are, because who you are already speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even need, I don't know what you think the standard is. I like my friends for who they are.
Right.
And I like their opinions. Right. And believe it or not, yeah, maybe you say something similar, but it's never exactly the same as somebody who says something.
Oh, it definitely is.
No,
I don't have an original opinion at all.
Yeah, man. Right. Have you seen his Facebook posts? You have lots of opinions, dog. No. But also, I just want people to get your background. I mean, how long have you been doing comedy?
11 years.
11 years. When did you where did you start?
I did a contest in St. Augustine at Gypsies. It's no longer in business, but it was Jackie Knight's comedy contest. I lost.
So, wait, that was your first time doing comedy? Is just doing the contest?
Yes.
You kidding me?
I didn't know about any other part of the scene in Jacksonville. The only reason I even knew that existed is because a friend of mine had did the contest, and I saw him post a video of it, and I said, hey, how do you do the contest? So I went and did it.
Okay, so you're a savant at comedy is what you just told us. No, but you do walk, like, I just seen you just murder almost every room you've been in. Like, I don't even know of a room that I could say you've ever did bad in that I've seen you bomb.
Yeah.
And then I mean that in all, like, that's not me, like, kissing your ass. That's like literally, I don't know where I've seen you bomb. Like, I've seen you perform plenty of times, and I can't say one time that I've seen you not perform.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's true though. So that makes more sense to me now, Will, because like I've seen you, like, even when a room is like, I don't know, dead, or some people just couldn't win them over. Like, you just know how to move within the energy of that and like bring them in somehow and win them over. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that makes more sense though. That's amazing though. So so after you won that contest, how many white comics were in your DMs like, yo, are you coming to this mic?
I want to reiterate, I lost the contest.
Oh, you lost it?
I lost the contest. I lost to this guy. I can't remember his name, but he was doing like earthquake jokes. I don't know if you remember earthquake.
Yes.
But he just was doing earthquake jokes, and I thought you had to write your own stuff. So I was like, I didn't know we could do that. He's like, no, you can't. He was like, oh, he did. But he won his contest. I can't remember his name. I don't even think he lived here no more. I think it's Jarrell or something like that.
Really? So he stole someone's jokes and performed them.
Hold up. Yeah, he was showing me how comedy's supposed to work. he was putting on a master class.
He needs to go to SNL then, dog. That's exactly what they'd be doing.
He was teaching me how it's supposed to work. So.
Oh, damn.
I appreciate the lesson.
Well, I'm glad you never took his lesson. I mean, no, you never. All your jokes,
maybe.
No, all your jokes are authentically yours. Okay, so you didn't win it, but still, so after that, like, did you go? Oh, I guess I gotta go see what's up in Jacksonville. Like, you liked it enough where you're like, I'm gonna try to do this again.
It took me a really long time to even realize that there was a scene in Jacksonville. I met a guy named Shay, and he was real active in Jacksonville, and he put me on his showcases. Like, I did showcases before I did open mics.
Okay.
So, like, I was.
You went okay. Now this makes okay. Go ahead. So
yeah, I just was doing the showcases, and making black women laugh is it's a toss up, because when they're on your side, they have you, but if they don't like you, if you come out, yeah, they'll refuse to like you.
Listen, I think that's what I've probably said in another podcast before too. Like, literally, that is the ultimate thing for me. If I can make the black women in the audience laugh, I don't give a fuck about the rest of the people in the room. I really don't, because to me, I already got my crowd, and they're gonna make other people make sure they laugh too. Like, it is what it is.
Is this people are talking?
Yeah, this is live. This is live stream. So they're live chatting with us.
Oh.
You want to say hi?
No, I wanna send my condolences out to Orlando Sensarden. He's going through a financial hardship right now. He
Are you serious?
spent a lot of his money on scratch off lottery tickets, and people don't realize it's in their blood to gamble.
You can't say no.
You can't.
Oh
And,
man, I left my jewel in the car. I'm gonna die. All right.
Go get your jewel.
No,
man.
dude, I can't. I can't.
Go get your jewel.
I have. Well, what is Orlando gonna say?
This isn't gonna be right if you.
No, I have to make sure he doesn't hurt himself after buying all those lottery tickets.
Come on, man, get your jewel. Drink your vodka and smoke your jewel.
Noted.
Stop pretending like we're not in the garage.
I don't understand. Yo. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Sarah, did you ever have the steak?
Steak?
Yeah, at the Jackie's Steakhouse.
No, he's so I did a I did a character called Comedian Steak. It was just a reaction. It was just me being bitter towards the other comics, and it was just me doing all the hack shit.
Well, that's funny. Okay, let me ask you something like this, because I saw this recently, and I have, this is what I feel about it. I saw somebody running a mic that did the Duval thing.
Mm-hmm.
I find that to be very hacky. That's just my opinion, especially if you're a comic in Jacksonville. Now, I understand if you didn't take any steps to go visit the city and you ask somebody what's a thing and you're a traveling comic and you do, again, still hacky, but I get it if you do it to a crowd that you don't know their culture, but you're trying to relate to them.
When you say do the Duval thing, they just yell Duval?
They went do and expected the audience to react, and
Like at an open mic?
yeah.
Who was it?
I don't want to say. I don't care.
Were they black
They know
or white?
who they are. They know who. Well, they are a little confused about that as well. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you talking about Bryce?
Yeah. I already told him it was hacky, so it's not like the words. Not, but the thing is, I didn't want other But
But I like that. It's so yelling Duval it's only hacky if everyone's doing it. But he's not. I don't think everyone's.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
look
think
at you
everyone's
trying to
doing it.
defend him. Shut the fuck.
No,
I hate you so much.
Because he's just a kid trying to learn comedy, and then like people set these rules and tell him, hey, don't do this, don't do that, and then he goes and gives those rules to somebody else, and now we have these list of rules that never really existed.
No, I think it's hacky. That's just my opinion. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's a rule. I wanted your opinion on that.
Oh,
yeah.
bitch, all these rules.
It's hacky if everyone's doing it, and no one's yelling Duval at the comedy shows I'm at.
Well, maybe not. I've seen it. Them people do it. It's really.
I think you just don't like Bryce.
No, I've seen
I
other
think
people do it. No, I mean, of course, but
Everything
that's
he do just piss you off.
no.
I've been around people like that.
No, it's not everything. Actually, I don't pay attention that much. But when it's things, it was right in my face when it happened. I mean, I was there and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, see,
And
you
nobody
just scrunched your face up.
And the whole
remembering it.
the whole audience didn't
Come
respond.
in my face.
They didn't respond like he thought they were going to. And I was like, dude, we're in this, like, you're a Duval comic. I mean, like, it's different if it was maybe an out-of-state comic who doesn't really know and he's trying to relate to the audience.
Right.
Because he didn't do any didn't go to a cafe and find anything funny to write about the city. I don't know.
Right.
So.
Duval.
Don't do it. That guy. Oh yeah, I see. And I'm not a football person either. So that's a little like maybe my thing. Like when I was younger, big time football, but now not so much. And no offense to the Jaguars, also not excited to like rep a team that keeps losing,
No,
Another one.
no offense to the Jaguars. They're sitting in the locker room listening to this right now before
Respectfully, yeah, exactly.
the game. They just lost all morale. Man.
Exactly. No. Well, I don't know anything really to talk shit, but I'm just saying based on just the scores of what I don't know the players. I don't know nothing about nothing. So like everybody posting the new coach doing that thing. I had to like read an article because I was like, who is this guy? I don't know who they're talking about. I mean, I put two and two together, but All right, let's get back to the comedy.
You barely touched your vodka, man.
Yeah,
I want you to drink your vodka.
Well, I
I want this to
did.
be fun.
I'm taking it easy. Well, I don't have my Jewel, It can't be that fun without nicotine.
Makes sense.
Jewel sponsor
Mexicans.
me. Jewel sponsor me. So no. Okay, so you went from basically doing showcases and never wanting to do open mics, basically.
No, I didn't. I just didn't know open mics. I didn't like. There was no like the Jacksonville comedy page. I didn't have access to it at the time, so I didn't know that open mics is what you had to do. I just thought you just did whatever was offered to you. So that's all I had access to.
Oh, so people just so from that first contest, people were like, "Hey, man, I got a show if you want to be on it."
Basically,
Yeah.
but I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it's kind of like it is now, where you don't really. You just gotta ask. A lot of times, there's no like, "Hey, send me a tape. What are your credentials?" It's just, "Hey, can I do your show?" And they say,
Right.
"Yeah."
My problem is I don't ask anybody.
You don't.
No, I don't think I've ever asked anybody to be on a show ever.
Why?
Because I feel like if they want me on the show, they'd ask me. But a lot of times they don't think of me at all, and that shows me more than it shows. Like, I mean, shows me more about them than me. Like, it has nothing to do with me, because some of these people get booked, they don't ask. People see them and they ask them. So if they want to be booked on the show, if they want those people, they want those people. I don't really think it's like I don't know, like, and some of those people are my friends, like the bookers. So it's not, but that's the thing. It's like, I think too, because they are my friends, like, I don't want to be asking. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they want to book me, they can book me. That's it. That's how I look at it. If they don't want to book me, they don't want to book me. I can compartmentalize the business and friendship part of comedy. I think a lot of the comics can't do that.
Yeah.
I think they take a lot of things personally. And I think if you just look at it like, okay, well, they just don't want me, then move on, and you just find somebody who does. Like, and I get the ones who ask. You got to be hungry somewhat. You know, maybe these people forget. Bookers they don't do it on purpose, I think. I just think they get tunnel vision when they see the same people all the time. Or the same people are, like, maybe they have one person who filters certain friends or whatever to them. You know, it is what it is. So, and if my friends don't think of me to go, hey, maybe, you know, next, that they're not really my friends, right? They're just like.
So it's a pride thing for you?
No. I don't think it's a pride. No, it's not pride. Why would it be pride? I just said I don't.
You don't want to ask because you feel like they've asked people they want it, so you feel like they don't want you because they haven't asked you.
Yeah, but that's not pride. How would that be pride?
Like, maybe you're
That's just awareness of, like, how they work their showcase.
Okay. Like, I know for me sometimes it's a pride thing, so I thought it was relatable because I'll be like, well, if they want me, they'll ask. I'm not asking to do this.
Oh, no, I don't even know. I mean, my thing is I used to take it like, oh, I suck. And that hindered me more. You know, like that whole process of thinking, oh, I must, because I don't ask people. And then I found out a lot of these people were just asking to be on the thing. And I was like, oh, but I'm pretty sure these other people were booking. And I was like, oh, yeah, they were too. So, like, my thing is like, if you keep putting the same people on them, maybe that's all you want on, you know, when you know there's a big selection out there. Because, I mean, there's a lot of comics. And I think it's too, a lot of my friends, because we kind of did comedy around the same time, they don't watch me ever. Like, I think only a handful have seen me at showcases actually perform. Like, I don't even think they know I opened for you in Savannah. Like, I don't go around like bragging, you know, like that kind of stuff. But would it have been beneficial? Yeah, if they knew Will Blaylock let me on his, you know, sure. But
don't do that.
No, I don't do that. That's what I'm saying. I don't clout chase or do any of that shit. So I just go, hey, man, you know I'm around. I'm here. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I love comedy for what it is, you know, like comedy, not just the comedians, because some are just pieces of shit, you know? And then some are great. Some of them some of them are still pieces of shit, but they're still great people to me. I love them still. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I think it's just therapy, dog. Like, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do for myself, and but I mean, there's shows I've been asked to do and I don't do them based off of, like, maybe, you know, commitment wise, or now learning from you and listening to your advice where you're like, dog, that's going to be a shitty show. And you were right.
Oh yeah. You can just tell.
Yeah. But that's
I could probably teach you a few things.
Yeah, exactly. You could probably do that. Well, and that's the thing. You got 6 more years on me, right? Well, almost. And so you've experienced like a gamut. Plus, you've also been booked on way more shows. Like your experience is way vast, you know, compared to that.
Yeah. Also, you shouldn't do comedy at a nigga house. I mean, they should have told you that day one.
Well, that wasn't his house.
Oh, it wasn't his house?
No. That was it was at a bar. It was like at a venue.
Oh, you booked the bar for it?
Yeah, it was at a venue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was at a venue. I made sure of that, dude. That's why when you said that at first, I was like, well, it is a real place. Like it's a real bar.
Yeah, you can get.
And they have a stage. They had a huge stage in the back. Like it's an like. The bar looked like it was like a old school trailer that they just kind of turned in, like a double wide. They turned into like a old construction double wide trailer.
Yeah.
They turned into a bar because it's like a, like for motorcycles and stuff kind of bar, like a roadhouse.
Was it? It was his birthday party.
That's what he said. And then
Have y'all got paid for that yet?
other people did. I didn't.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. Yeah.
Who got? Huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No comments, dude.
That is whack, dog.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
How much?
I even drove another comic there and I got nothing. I even drove the other comic there and got nothing.
The other comic who got paid?
Mm-hmm.
What did they do that you didn't do that you think that made them? They got them paid and not you.
Well, they didn't respond to a post that another comic said, and they're also black. So maybe because the owner was like, he's black,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the guy who posted it though was also black, so it doesn't matter really.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she just kept her mouth shut. She didn't respond, and I was like, yeah, because I gave her my buddy that was with me. I gave her the info so she could contact them, and she did. They never got back to her, but they never got back to me. And I posted because I wasn't rude. I was just like, hey man, I haven't heard back. I even responded to his wife, and I posted that though, like the actual dialogue, because I was professional. I was never rude. And it was the other guy, Chris Cole. He posted that he never got paid. So
what was the guy name who threw the show?
I don't remember. It was like DJ something. He was like some promoter or something. It was through Sareth. So it's whatever, dude. I mean, it is what it is, you know. It's one of those things. It's like
His name is Jason Shepard. His name is Jason.
I don't even think
Shepard.
I don't even think the administrators even took him out of the room. Like he's still in there, I think.
Yeah, Jason.
Which
Shepard.
I don't understand. Why didn't any of the moderators remove him? He was like laughing about it. He just thought it was funny.
I don't know. Don't work with Jason Shepard.
Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money.
Exactly.
No, that is quick. What do you just Google what you want?
That's because we haven't set.
Oh, you got
yet.
them preset.
Yeah, we went through some of the things. Some of those were Marshall's because I was looking for DMX stuff, but he
I always
pulled the
wondered
DMX.
how they so quick, man. You always think we got free will. Y'all already
Yeah.
y'all 10 steps.
Another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you just gotta shoehorn them in. just
Exactly.
there you go.
Exactly. But yeah, so that was actually probably maybe one of the, I guess, weirdest not paying me situations. Like,
Yeah.
I get it if a show doesn't make money and they're like, dude, I'll be like, it's fine, whatever, $5, $10, I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me something, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looked like the guy had rented all this stuff and nobody really showed up, and
Yeah.
he probably just needed the money to pay those people, and like just decided whatever little extra he had, he was going to pay the people he liked who didn't openly say, yeah, he didn't pay me. But we waited like 2 weeks or something, or like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So it was a while. It wasn't like, oh, a week after, you know, because I know that Eventbrite sometimes you have to wait,
Sure.
you know,
But that's not you. That's not on you.
that's not on me.
Yeah.
Like technically that's illegal. You're not supposed to hire people and wait for the revenue. Like in the state of New York, that's a felony. Like you're not allowed to do that.
Right.
It's just like you have to be able to provide payment to the people you're hiring for the job at the time of hiring. You can't just say, well, wait until I make the money off the tickets. It's like, dog, that's illegal. That's floating. That's, you know what I mean? Like that is like, so anyway, whatever. It was just funny to me.
No, man, that's whack.
Yeah, it is what it is, though. I mean, I'm lucky. I'm glad, though, my buddy got it because, like, I didn't need it as much. So that's how I look at it. I didn't need it as much, so I'm all right. You know, I'm cool with it in that sense. You know.
Yes, ma'am.
Luckily, I'm not struggling like some people.
Yeah,
But
get you a better health advertising space.
all right. Well, what? Okay, so basically after that, you just never really. You occasionally show up at an open mic only because I think.
No, I was at them heavy when I found out they existed. I
Yeah.
just didn't know. So whatever path that comics have now, it was always there, but we just didn't have access to it unless you knew somebody who knew about the path. So meeting Chris Buck was probably the most important thing in my life as far as doing comedy, because he introduced me to that path and like the way the route.
Right.
So he told me there was an open mic on Mondays. His open mic, rest in peace.
R.I.P. Hot Potato.
Yeah, and then from there I met other comics who told me about the other open mics, and then I was able to do the mics. But yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, Buck is definitely a fixture for sure. I mean,
for sure. Rest in peace, Chris Buck.
Buckaroonie is still alive.
My heart.
He's still alive. Watch. There's like a little. No, I sent Will guys the other day. I saw an advertisement for a comic, and I literally thought it was a memorial picture, like an obituary, because of the coloring, and they had the dates weird, and like.
I think he was doing praying.
Yeah, and he was
hands,
doing
too.
praying hands. It was so funny.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to respond to it in the marketing thing, because I was like, what if they, Yeah. But it was just funny. That shit looks like. That shit looked like an obituary.
Yeah, I'm trying to make all my
Yeah.
flyers look like obituaries.
Yeah, that's just funny though. I love how you do that. Nuck if you buck. I guess we don't have. Do we have one of those? We don't.
What?
Knock if you
Knock
buck, right?
Didn't prepare for that one, did you, Marshall?
I mean, what kind of Black History Month soundboard is this?
What?
You haven't played any of my ODB ones, have you?
I don't play that shit.
Exactly.
It looks like
Shimmy, y'all.
looking at the weight. It looks like it won a lot of awards, man.
Yeah, he
Congratulations.
did. He did.
What is it about?
It's about a guy that's scared of gravity.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah. It's on YouTube.
Is it
It's
a-
on our on Marshall's Upside Down Creative Media
Is it
channel.
comedy or horror?
Comedy, yeah.
Comedy.
That's all it is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't want to even, because if I say anything else, it's just gonna give it.
Well, I just
spoiler.
gave the joke.
You did give it really away.
That's the.
That's the premise of it, but you watch up until you realize, like, what is this? It has to be this, and you
Yeah.
realize it's so weird.
That's how most of my short films are. The joke's usually right at the end. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just builds up to it.
Well, congratulations. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 awards, and a best dad ever trophy.
The best dad ever. That's the ultimate trophy. That's the #1 trophy, dog.
Is it? It's a lot smaller than the other ones. I say
That's
that.
how it is. It's bigger, but it's heavier, but it's much smaller.
There we go.
It's heavier.
That's eloquent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is a much smaller reward.
Yeah.
But it is a heavy thing to bear.
You do it right, you get to pay for college and then die alone.
Dude, I can't wait though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't wait to let my cat eat my face, and
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about that? Do you think our bodies should be like sacred, like where once we're dead,
I think for the people left behind, that's more for them.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, if my daughter wants
I'm
to,
sure
like,
your daughter don't want to see your tabby cat chewing on your nose. Man.
yeah, but I think my daughter would totally understand, because she's a weird cat person too.
Mm.
Like, so unfortunately, I did ingrain that in her.
Okay.
But then she took it steps further, and she loves all animals. So like, we've had chinchillas. Thank God I convinced her to have somebody adopt them.
So she's vegan too?
No, she
Oh, okay,
eats.
okay.
No,
Fuck
that's
the
what I'm
farm
saying.
animals.
She wants to. If she could have a farm, she would. She would like have ducks and all kinds of like chickens.
Right.
She went to Frank H. Peterson for agricultural science, and so she knows how to take care of all of them, like all those things. And she was even a vet tech for a period of time.
That's really cool. Is that her
No, it doesn't pay
her
nothing.
path? Oh,
No,
okay.
it doesn't pay anything. So she was going to try to do vet thing, and then she knew how much money that would cost her, and she saw the BS the vets had to deal with, customers complaining even though like they're giving them the lowest cost, like they don't really make that much money off of the customer, like they're just getting by, and the vets know it's a lot, but that's like the bare minimum, like, you know, like they're trying to they're making maybe $5 off of like a neutering, you know, at where my daughter was working. Like the lady really did like have her costs really low, but she ended up not paying her employees very much for that.
Jesus.
So a lot of turnover, a lot of like they
have insurance for pets though, right?
Sometimes, but that's expensive too. My daughter pays like I think $55 a month for one cat.
Jesus.
And she has 4. I don't know if she has it for her 2 young ones. Those, because she may have got now. She may pay 100.
I mean, you can just switch them out. Nobody.
Unfortunately, they're microchipped. So yes, they will check. Yeah, especially insurance companies.
Okay, we need a Luigi for the.
Yeah, we do.
Pet insurance.
Yeah, even for pet insurance. Yeah,
it's
not as it's bad, but it's different than human. It's similar but different. But it's the same, you know, like they're not going to want to pay for a $10,000 bionic hip surgery on a pit bull who's 15, you know, they're going to be like, he's too old with it. Well, you may kill him with it, you know? Anyway, it's whatever. I don't know. I'm just going to have my one cat now. And like when she dies, I'll probably.
Is she old now?
She's not. That's the thing. Switch out the cat. She's not though. Like she's going to, be alive for a while. Like she's only like not even 2.
Oh yeah, okay.
And my cats live a long time. So like usually. So like my daughter's oldest cat that she's had since she was little is 18 now. 18. Almost 19 years old. Yeah. Human years. If we did it in cat years, she'd be like 100 and something.
Don't pretend to know the.
I don't. It's like 18 times 7. What is that?
I thought that was
6?
Dogs with a 7 years.
So 90. She'll be 96. Right? Am I doing this math right?
No.
I don't know.
Nobody knows. We just
18 times 7. Yeah, she'd be 96, I think.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Got a 100-year-old cat.
Yeah, she looks it. Like she's getting real.
Yeah.
She's a baby though. She's like a munchkin, so she's only 5 pounds and she's all white. And she has those short legs like a dachshund.
Okay.
So she's a little tiny thing. So the fact that she's lived this long, like even the doctors are like, because when we first got her, she wasn't even considered a breed. She was like, they knew of her, but not a lot of people had them.
Yeah.
And I basically saved the cat because my daughter's father brought it for her, but all of a sudden all these cats started dying in his house. So he said, can you take the cat? And I saved the cat, basically.
What the fuck was he doing to the cats, man?
He had his first wife bred them or something. I don't know what she was doing. And they were going to breed this one, but I got her spayed immediately because I don't do that with cats. Like, we already got too many. Like, what are we doing? I don't even care how cute they are. Like.
Rest in peace, Bob Barker. Hit me, Marshall.
Yeah.
Hit me with something.
Homosexuals.
There we go.
That's the first one you thought of. Yeah, spay and neuter your animals, guys. Seriously though, because I get why people don't want to with dogs sometimes, because sometimes the male dogs, you know, they're not like cats. Male cats can get really aggressive, but I think male dogs, as long as you let them, you know, nut, you know, once a year, like most males, I think in general.
Mm-hmm.
He tells the girl that he has a very large penis.
Exactly. I think if you just, at least, you know, okay, I was talking to a friend. Okay, listen to me with this, okay? Because I was telling, I don't agree with toys for women. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of these girls now are burning their clits off, okay? Mm-hmm. They are damaging.
He pulls a large sexual device out of his pants.
And they are burning their clits off, like burning the nerve endings. And
right.
I mean, over time they can grow back, whatever, I guess, supposedly. But then my friend goes, well, what about guys? You think guys? And I go, no. Men need devices because they become evil without nutting. Like, I do think there's times when women need to get plowed, you know what I'm saying? But, like, it's not the same. Biology is not the same with us, where, sorry, it just got really loud on my headphones, sorry. Really? Yeah, really loud. It just switched the way it sounds.
That was God.
Or maybe it was never on, and I just now realized they're on.
God was agreeing with you, man. He said women need to get plowed, and he made sure that the world could hear you say that.
I mean, occasionally, right? Of course. But I do think men, I lived with a man for 5 years, and I will tell you, there's a change in behavior when they need to release something. Like there's something, a buildup, literally. And sometimes it presents itself as frustration, like anything frustrates them or whatever. So it's like, that's when you know it's like, hey man, you're a little high strung. You know, you want to let one out. Like, what's
Did you bring condoms?
Exactly. You know, that kind of thing. Like, you know, sometimes you have to be aware that those things occur for men. I'm not saying men can't control themselves, but I'm saying if you can provide them with a device, provide them with a device, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all for pocket pussies and whatever else.
Come in my face!
But yeah, so I'm all for pocket pussies and all that shit or whatever, you know, men want. I just worry about women overdoing it for ourselves.
Right.
To the point where now you find a nice man you want to be with and you can't even get turned on by this guy. It's like men over watching porn too. That
100%.
you know, and they've already proven too, your brain can turn into like gray matter. Like in those areas, it starts to die almost. Ooh. And yeah, even your frontal lobe, like the certain discernments, that's part of the, you know, part of the, how it can fuck up that whole system of like sending
that's 100%
signals true. Of attractiveness and this. You just get desensitized, literally. Yeah. Yeah. So watching porn once in a while, no big deal. But consistently, that's, I mean, I knew friends, I think, that watched it just for narrative stuff sometimes because they were so accustomed to it. Like they didn't have to watch it to get off. They could just watch it in the back. It's like so weird that they could have it on in the background.
Yeah.
Definitely sex addicts, you know?
Yeah. I think I might be like that, but I'm not addicted to sex, but like I'm real heavy on LatinaThroats.com.
Well, you know, now that they're all leaving, you gotta.
Nah, but I think, yeah, damn.
Yeah.
My shit is gray as hell.
It probably is.
My shit is super gray.
I guarantee I would give yourself a challenge.
No.
Shut up, bitch!
He's like, not even gonna bother. I was like, give yourself a challenge not to look at that for even a week.
No, but it's like you said, like for me, Latina throats, they like be putting them in dog cages, and you know, I go to the shelter. I'm thinking about LatinaThroats.com.
Oh man. Yeah, I was telling somebody else because I used to have to rate porn when I was an internet judge, and this is over a decade ago, guys, before they had AI and, you know, they had humans basically trying to make sure the algorithm was correct. Mm-hmm. And there's some things I can never get out of my brain that I saw in those. Most of the thing I mentioned is the scat stuff. The scat stuff is just, that was heavy, dude. That was so heavy that I would have to have a bucket nearby because I may throw up.
Right.
And a scary thing is we had to make sure at least a minute and a half of the video ran smoothly with no problems. Okay. So I would just hope to God that if it was something like that, I could scan it because back then not all video players had the little button to scan. Okay. So there was always like, and it was always this one nasty dude who's like always the scat guy. Like he was doing it to other women's mouths. It's not women onto men. It's it for some reason. Yes, women doing it to men, sure, disgusting. Somehow it doubled down when it's a male shitting in your mouth as a woman. Let's talk about this. Like who? I'll throw up, dude. Let's not. Never mind. I'll throw up. I'm sensitive to that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and he would. They even get the farts on the camera, dude. Like the sound of the farts. I was like, "Where's the boom guy?"
See, that's too far.
It's like, too much, dude.
Shitting in a mouth. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but he would do this little pop of farts, and then.
Farting is too far.
Okay, all right. Let's not do it anymore.
Grab the trophy. Throw up in the trophy.
Best dad award ever. The best producer ever. That was so cute.
You think the father of the girl?
I was neglected.
You think the father of the girl getting shit in her mouth? You think he got that trophy?
Oh my God! See, I do wonder about that. I mean, I haven't said this joke, or I don't know if I've used it as a joke, but I remember when I first had my daughter. My dad and I were going to a Chili's or something, and we're going through some Florida strip mall with little bumps and a crosswalk, and this young girl walks across, and she's wearing white short shorts, practically see-through, you know, and like a little tank top, and I'm watching my dad check out her ass as she's walking by, and I can tell how young she is. I don't think my dad can tell. And I go, Dad, she's probably like 16, 17 years old. She's definitely younger than me. And at the time I just had my daughter, it was like 20. And he goes, well, then she shouldn't be wearing that. That's what he said, like as if.
Yeah, she was asking for it.
And it's like, and you wonder why I'm in therapy. And still love my dad. He's not perfect, but you know. And then another time too was we were driving by like a strip club or whatever, and he's like, and it was like midday, and the like parking lot was full, and my dad's like, man, if I had been born a woman, I would have been a stripper. And I go, why? And he goes, because men are fucking stupid. Look at all of them in the middle of the day. I go, Dad, you know you're talking to your daughter. And he goes, yeah, but I raised you right. So he knew I wouldn't.
Men are stupid. Like the men spending money at the strip club?
Spending the money at the strip clubs. He thinks they're stupid to give money away when you could find pussy for free, basically, is what my dad is kind of saying.
Okay.
He's like indignantly being like, you think I give money for pussy? I can get pussy whenever I want. I don't give a fuck. That's kind of how I took it from him. He's like, he's like, nah, they want this dick. I'm not paying for it, kind of thing. He's like,
nice.
My dad has an ego a little bit like about himself, where my dad was hot when he was young. He was like a surfer. He can build stuff. My dad's a Renaissance kind of guy.
Okay.
So, like, my dad was always a good-looking guy. And then my mom, she was hot. She was Latin. No fat ass, though.
Your dad was Italian?
He's Sicilian and German.
Sicilian and German.
Yeah. Okay. He's Sicilian and German. And the Italians don't want you to confuse that. We're like the Mexicans of Italy.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like an island culture. Because we're technically darker. Like, if you saw the Sicilian side of my dad's a little lighter. But if you saw, like, my grandfather, my dad's brother, too, is dark. Like very olive complected, like, so it's just funny. Like my brother and sister, like my sister can get dark, and so can my brother, but they're pretty light skinned now though. I don't think they go out in the sun much anymore. It's
okay.
like they're like olive complected still, but it's like this undertone, you know, like you know they can get darker. I'm jelly of them. I'm jelly, dude. I'm like losing pigment. Like I have like no. I was like, I didn't think I could get any whiter, dog. Like how is this possible? Anyway, so what time is it, Marshall? Because I feel like, okay, we've talked about this before, but I want to talk about it on camera now. Well, we don't really talk. You just go, oh, really? Like you just kind of listen to me. But I have a question. Do you believe in like UFOs? Have you ever had any paranormal experiences, anything like that?
I haven't had any paranormal experiences, but I do believe there's a more chance than not that there are aliens. Yeah,
like some kind of species, like something different outside of our system.
Yeah.
So when you say you've never had a paranormal experience, like you've never messed with a Ouija board, you've never walked into a cemetery or like done anything stupid like white kids do.
No,
I'm just kidding. Because I was trying to think about it. Like, do I have black friends who fucked around with that shit?
No, I didn't. Unless I was going to pay respects to someone who passed, I didn't go into a cemetery.
Right.
And I might have did a Ouija board, but there was nothing that happened outside of me moving something around.
Right. Like you actually pushing around. Yeah. But that's the thing is like, unfortunately, like those Ouija boards, they are presented as games and they're not games, you know? And like, so people may be fucking around, but they're like actually creating something with it, even when they're messing around. Right. So I don't know if you believe in that. You don't need to. Yeah. And then that's fine. I'm just saying in my world, you know, but not in a bad way, meaning like if you just know how to use it, it's fine. Right. It's just like you're just fucking around and then you may do something that you don't even know you're doing. And then you go, wait, why is this happening all around me? You know, stuff. And it's not going to be like obvious, like spooky things, you know, like not right off the bat, you know. Anyway, whatever, dude.
No, this is interesting. You and your ghost.
Me and my ghost. I can't, Marshall. I don't know if it's my I don't know if it's my headphones going in and out or if it's me, but I feel like I'm losing sound. But if you guys can still hear me, then that's cool.
It's good over here.
Okay, perfect. No, me and my ghost. You say that, me and my ghost. Yeah. Well, I wanted to know if you wanted to.
Yes.
Me to read something for you because actually, Marshall, did you see the video? I showed you the video, right?
Yeah, you showed me the video.
Okay, so what did you think about that video? Legit your thing.
It was a video.
Did you find it weird though, or you just go, yeah, that's weird, or?
Yeah, it was weird.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah.
No other intuitive thing from that? Like no opinion of what that was?
Yeah, I have
my plates on.
That's what I said, though. I said,
No.
I said car thing.
It's
You're
just,
put-
I mean,
you're the one who's putting yourself on.
to me, if I didn't know, you know what I noticed too, though, Will? I don't know if I told you this since, but after, see, it's right there.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, oops, I'm fucking this up. Sorry, Marshall. All right. So after I noticed another one pops up though to the left that moves in, and it was just kind of chilling, and I didn't even realize that till after I watched this video so many times. But
Yeah, I can't talk
I mean,
about
you saw it
that.
on my phone screen. I don't think you got to see it. But you still no
There's not
opinions.
names.
Yeah, now
There's
that
not
you
names or
point that second
anything.
one out, I think it's Ghost.
I'm not saying it's a ghost, dog. I mean,
All right, I'm gonna
Cause
pull
see,
their
before
book.
I didn't.
why
see
can't it be
I
it
have
could be
opinions
angelic,
of
it
what
could
I'm
be
supposed to,
it
but
could
I
be
wanna-
alien, it could be
If you look
anything.
at
But you
these
see the one to the
these
left?
cards,
I never
they
noticed that
have,
one before.
Like
Yeah, now I
sigils
notice it. It's
and
probably an
there's a
angel.
lot of
Shut up.
on these cards. They're pretty bad.
All right. So no, you're not gonna give us your true, like that is your opinion. You have no opinion.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not like a guy who's like, ghosts don't exist. And
Yeah,
you be the
yeah.
First niggas to die in a horror movie. But I mean, if you show me something that is like, look at this, and I'm like, oh shit, ghosts exist, and you show me the two lights, and I'm like, yo, ghosts exist.
I mean, the thing is too. There's a documentary called
Paranormal Activity 2.
Two-Face the Gray.
Oh yeah.
No, Two-Face the Gray.
That was what I was gonna say.
And it's a sequel to Sir No Face. And basically what happens is in the first documentary, they thought they caught a ghost on camera. And it's pretty compelling evidence, you know. But what's crazier is in the second documentary, there's more compelling evidence that they caught something actually tangible, which is out of this world, like an extraterrestrial. And that's why it's wild. And I suggest you watch the documentary because it does have citations and things in there. I'm doing an over, you know, just generalization of the documentary. Right. So the funny thing is these people thought they caught something paranormal when really they caught something probably tangible of like an extraterrestrial versus like, which unfortunately seems more tangible than a ghost, right?
Right.
So I just find that funny. The irony is like, we don't even know what to tell is true or not anymore in this world. We're living in such a dystopian kind of world. Like we're like, is that AI or is that not AI? Is that a projection? Is that not a projection? Is that CERN or is that really the world?
So they caught an alien?
Yes. They realize actually because somebody received all these documents. It was kind of wild. They even tried to go back to the place where they filmed it. They have a lot of hidden footage, like, you know, surveillance because these people were like not letting them back on, and they wanted to record that conversation with those people because they kept making up excuses why they couldn't come back.
What was the name of it again?
Sir No Face was the first one, which they thought it was a ghost, and then the second one is Two-Face the Gray.
Say goodbye to old costly cable TV once and for all.
Two-Face the Gray.
I was like, what is that?
I forgot you guys would hear that. Go ahead.
Okay, I was like,
Two-Face
what?
the Gray. Oh, you know what? I did see Two-Face the Gray.
No, you didn't.
Did you watch it all the way to the end?
Stop it, dog.
No, if you watch it all the way to the end, so the alien steps on a rope that pulls his leg up, and then they, and then they pull the mask off, and they find out it's Mr. Johnson trying to keep people off his farm.
No, dog.
Because the bank is trying to sell it. He was like, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you.
So it's an Australian government site. It's not it's not like a house or anything. They were in a Australian government, and that leads to even more conspiracy is the whole point.
Yeah.
So I don't want to give it away because there's more of this stuff out there. That's the thing. That's why it's ironic, you know, like it's hard. Like if I tell you this stuff, you go, God, Vanessa's like crazy. She's,
No, I never thought that.
you have always thought that, dog. But, you know what I'm saying? Like it is a thing that it's like, I get it, but I've unfortunately been a weirdo who's like watched so many things that there are some, and I hate using this word, synchronicities. There are some common things that have been said, and that fit kind of puzzle pieces. It's not necessarily like, oh, this one guy said this and whatever, this is right. It's like, no, it's so much shit out there. You kind of you start filtering what makes sense, and then qualifying some, like for me, being as old as I am, because I'm an old broad, you know, my fascination with this happened when I first saw one in 1997. or maybe it's 94. It could have been 94. Anyway, whatever. It was in the 90s, bro. Before we had like
between 94 and 96.
something like that.
Yeah.
I was wearing a Lagwagon t-shirt, okay? I had to be like 14. So maybe I was younger. No, it was 94 then. Whatever. It doesn't matter, dude. All that matters, the technology wasn't there for us to record it. There wasn't drones like there are now, you know? And that's when I started like anything alien, I would just read about it and allow my discernment to whether go, hey, this sounds like possible or not.
Yeah. We need to figure out what t-shirt you had on though. I think that's the...
I know what t-shirt. I just told you I had the Lagwagon.
Are you sure it was a Lagwagon?
Yeah, positive. I even have pictures
Okay.
of that time we were in the Carolinas at a cabin, renting a cabin.
Pull them up. I want to see this.
Oh, I don't have them.
I wanna see
Maybe
the
on my
t-shirt.
Facebook. Maybe I have them on my Facebook.
I want to see the t-shirt, and I need to know what year that was too.
I don't know what the year's going to calculate on there because it was a scanned photo. It was a scanned photo. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go to, where do I go to my photos? This is going to be funny. I hope I find it right away. I don't even know how to, I'm like becoming an old person, dog.
Good luck.
So like my phone being left on, like I never used to do that. Now I used to always have my phone on silent because I always looked at it.
Mm-hmm.
But now I don't even pay attention to my phone. So now I don't have it on silent because then I need to hear it because sometimes I've missed messages.
Right.
Anyway, it's complete opposite of how I used to be. I guess it's a good thing I don't pay attention anymore as much. All right, it's in here somewhere. I found the photos that are old. Oh, right here.
There we go.
I found it. And my sister is dancing with my cousin. That's me.
Dog. Do you see that? You see the light over it?
Yeah, there's a...
Oh my gosh.
Shut up. Is there... I haven't paid attention.
Yeah, that's Two-Face, the gray. Oh my gosh.
Shut up, dude. You're so stupid.
Dog. Well, that's it. That's it. I'm sold, fam. I'm sold.
I was like, there's no light in there, dude. But this was the cabin, though.
Yeah. I'm finna get my nose pierced. I'm a ghost next time. I believe in
Here, let me see. Here, Marshall. It's so crazy because some of the people in these pictures are passed away now.
Can you hear me, Vanessa? I want to make sure I'm not being
I don't hear you.
too low. You don't hear
No,
me?
I don't
Okay.
hear him.
Should I get closer to the mic?
Wait, no, I hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
No, I hear you. I'm sorry.
I'll just stay like this.
Okay. No, you were fine before.
You sure?
Yeah, if you go back, you see the difference.
Yeah. I do.
How it does, yeah.
Okay.
So, like, right here is, I think, a good... He's too loud, Orlando says. You're too
Can
loud.
you make me louder?
To burn out his eardrums?
Go for it.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
I have a dream.
There we go.
We should have gotten some Malcolm X in there. I liked a lot of his speeches. All right. What were we talking about? You wanted me to do this thing. Because do you believe in Bigfoot or anything?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, so, like, have you ever heard of him being like a, what is it, interdimensional being? Yeah, have you heard about that?
I haven't heard of it.
Isn't that wild, though? Wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah.
I have to move this so I could do the cards.
Okay.
I hope I'm not messing stuff up. I don't want to destroy things here. Sorry. All right. Okay. Let's see. Oh, God. I'm afraid, Marshall, I'm going to knock this light off. All right. So you don't, but isn't that interesting? You know, Chance said he thought he saw Bigfoot prints when he was in Colorado. And he saw a big animal, like blood, like dragged in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw these huge prints. And he's like, it was really weird because, like, everything was, like, dead silent. Were you watching me?
No, I'm looking at your turtle. Is that sage?
Yeah, this is sage and this is Palo Santo.
Of course.
We're just going to cleanse off some stuff
Yeah.
for you. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, because I think I'll do these. I think I'll just do the angel cards too. Because you are a highly protected person. Like, you are protected.
Okay.
Whether you...
Yeah, boy, I'm strapped at all times. Of course
But
I'm
not
protected,
even that. I
boy.
mean, divinely protected. You are divinely protected. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I brought my lighter. Where's my lighter? Where's my lighter? Ay, ay, ay.
This is that premium content, boy. Watching Vanessa fumble for a lighter.
Listen.
This is what they pay to see, boy.
Listen, nobody pays nothing yet to us.
That's why you gotta get that better health.
Better Health sponsorship that they just give you a random code and like to everybody. All right. Okay. All right. I'm just going to cleanse these cards real quick.
Smell like my mama house now.
Does your mom burn Palo Santo?
Nah, it's just the incense you get like from the BP.
Shit. Maybe she gets Palo Santo.
It might be Palo Santo.
I gotta let it burn a little longer. You know, that's funny because like I can't hear myself. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So basically you can even learn to read smoke. Like smoke is supposed to have some intuitive. I've watched people do it. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the smoke it's their intuition. They're utilizing the smoke as a tool.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna die in here. We're dying together.
Sounds good to me.
I'll be quick. Do you think as I'm doing this, think about like an answer to a question. Do you have any questions?
Do I have any questions?
Oh, you do. You do.
I always got questions.
Yeah, you do actually.
Questions about what?
About. Oh, I'm sorry, Marshall. I was like, what's happening? About your life, about like anything you want an answer to. Like if a career, it could be something like a trip coming up. I mean, whatever.
Most of my questions revolve around Red Dead Redemption 2 Easter eggs. So, I don't know if you can answer any Red Dead Redemption 2 Easter egg.
Wait, how long you been playing? I need to play, dude. I have it still. I haven't played. And I have my PS4 still. I haven't plugged in. You want to do raids together?
Like 2 years. I don't know about I wish they would let you do a campaign online because I like finding the stuff in the.
Yeah, me too. They don't?
I don't think so. I think once you get online, you just with the trolls. They got.
I think you can do missions together. I
Oh,
haven't
yeah, that
played
shit
though.
is-
That one I never really got to play. All right, we're gonna keep that with this. You with that. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna ask you. May I read you?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. All right. These are really weird cards, and you can make fun of how tiny these books are because I got the traveling size.
Mm-hmm.
Usually these are like way bigger. It's hard to. These ones, like when they're bigger, most of the time you can just. Oh, and I'm not a good shuffler, by the way, at all. I mean, I'm already bad with like rectangles, so circles are not.
I can imagine, fam.
But just know I haven't used these very often. These are not like something I use all the time.
Okay.
And I cleanse my stuff like right away, so I don't let it sit around. I have to. A new thing I'm learning to do is scry. Do you know what scrying is?
No.
So scrying involves looking into a reflective surface and receiving images within it. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I want you to laugh. It's okay to laugh. I find it funny too. It's not like I'm aware how this sounds. Like I'm aware how it sounds.
Let me say this. So the people,
There we go.
the people who I have these conversations with are always a type. So I would be more weirded out if I came to you with your earrings and you said you didn't believe in God. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but
that would be unsettling.
Yeah, but you've known me. You've known me for how long now? 5
About
years.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah. So, did you ever think I read cards or anything? Because a lot of people didn't know anything about this.
Well, it was for me. It was gradual. When I started seeing your accessories and your tattoos, I was like, oh yeah, she's a ghost nigga. She's definitely one of those.
Oh, that's
Right. It's just, but like it's always a type. every niche
All right,
has a
I
type.
think this is all we need to. Bro, I don't know why with you deny some of your abilities, because I think you two have like this intuition that that you kind of ignore. I don't know why you do that. It's like Sareth was the same way.
Sareth has an intuition.
He does. He has some weird, but he has other abilities. Like his is different. His is similar to mine in the sense like so a lot of times people can't read me. Like people who are mediums and stuff, like they can read around me, but they can't like read into like, it's a weird way I can explain, like flow of energy. It's like a certain way because my guides want me to figure it out. They don't want them to just tell me what to do, kind of thing. Okay, thanks. You can keep. And with this type of energy, actually, this is the one I'm looking for. Okay, but you got the shaman, dude.
Okay.
I feel like you're just kind of ignoring some of the signs that the universe sends you sometimes. And this one is fun though. This if I